The other thing we're going to look at is probably an idea you have seen before, but reducing other equations down to quadratics. So if I've got a quartic, or it could be any polynomial equation, but I notice the powers are going down by an even amount, then I know I can turn this into a quadratic. Now, whether or not you physically do a substitution, but you could say, well, look, if I let m equal x squared, then m squared will be x to the power of 4, and I've got a quadratic equation. Solve that quadratic, and we get that m is possibly 6 or negative 2. But of course, the question was not find m, the question was find x. So I've got two possibilities, x squared equals 6, or x squared equals negative 2. Well, if it's 6, I get plus or minus root 6. If it's negative 2, well, as far as real numbers go, there's no solutions to that particular one. So if we're only considering real numbers, then there's only two solutions for that, plus or minus the square root of 6. Exponential equations, sometimes you see ones like this. Now, when I write these exponential equations, I always use parentheses for the middle term. But sometimes you'll see people use the dot symbol for multiplication. And it can confuse people the first time you see it, because you think what they're saying is 9 to the power of x minus 4.3 to the power of x plus 3, which of course is quite a difficult equation to solve. But they're using the dot to mean multiplication, to another symbol for multiplication. I tend to use a parenthesis so there's no confusion. But again, it's in the form of a quadratic because you notice the base of one is the square of the base of the other. So 9 being 3 squared. So I could let m equal 3 to the power of x, which means, well, a long story there how I get 9 to the power of x. M squared would be 3 to the power of x squared, which is 3 to the power of 2x, which I then could change to be 3 squared to the power of x, which is 9 to the power of x. Of course, all we really need to see is that, oh look, one base is the square of the other, and that's fine. So m squared minus 4m plus 3, we get two possibilities for m, 3 or 1. So 3 to the power of x is 3, or 3 to the power of x is 1, giving us a possibility, well, x is 1, or x is 0. That's really all I want to say about that one. So there's another exercise to add in there. Ooh, a little bit of an asterisk on 9. I wonder, that must mean that's a good little question to have a look at.